Jason, what's the mindset as you approach your first road trip this season?
I think it's just as if it was the beginning of training camp, or just training camp. We get to go through a dress rehearsal of driving to the airport, getting on the plane, getting back into that routine, and then also, being in the hotel, going through the meetings, and then playing on the road. We're gonna, carry over what we did today or what we've been doing, playing hard, energy, things that we can control, and then try to execute the game plan.
Is everybody healthy to the best of your knowledge?
Yeah, everybody's healthy. So yeah, everybody's healthy. Everyone will not play tomorrow. In the sense, we're gonna have probably 11 guys go tomorrow. So there will be some guys who will not play tomorrow.
What I was going to ask you about, who are you planning to sit tomorrow, and with Luka and KP, what's kind of the plan as far as, like, are you ramping them up? Are you looking to rest them?
Yeah, they're gonna play tomorrow, and so those two will play starter minutes in that sense of getting them to touch the fourth quarter. Pretty much everybody's going to touch the fourth quarter, and then we'll shut them down somewhere in the middle of the fourth quarter and let 5 or 6 guys finish out the game.
I know the quarantine and COVID restrictions vary based off percentages. With this being the first road trip, what restrictions are you guys working under on a team-wide basis in terms of, the outings you can go on and things such as that?
Yeah, we'll follow the NBA protocol. I think, for example, tonight when we get into Charlotte, the guys will have a team dinner, which is cool, and then we'll go from there. And then when we get to Milwaukee, we'll hopefully have something scheduled. But we'll follow the protocol and try to remain safe.
How much do you think that's going to affect the chemistry and just the ability, like road travel can get tedious and where you were around teams, last season when, just dealing with those restrictions. How much is that going to help this year?
Yeah, I think, the team that can handle it the best tends to find a way to win, or it isn't used as an excuse. And so we'll talk about that as we get ready for, our first official road trip to Atlanta and Toronto. About we can't have any excuses. COVID is here. It seems like I said earlier. It seems like it's going to stay, and so we just have to go with the guys who can go. There could be a positive test. We can't use it as an excuse, but we can only control what we can control. And so we feel that we got enough guys that can compete, and then you just got to go play the game.
Kind of on the flip side of that, in what ways has these last few weeks felt a little more normal than last year and years past in terms of what guys can do and can plan off the court, or what you guys are able to kind of do together as a group as opposed to having so many restrictions in place?
Yeah, I think you can call it our new norm. I mean, there's always going to be restrictions, and so we just got to make sure that we're accountable for our actions. And again, you see throughout the league, a player comes up positive. No one panics now. It's just part of the, fabric, and we got to, keep pushing forward. But we can only keep trying to give out the right information for everybody to follow and be responsible.
Okay, we're going to jump to Zoom for one quick one. Kevin Gray, go ahead.
Hey, Jason, Kevin Gray, 105 through the fan.
Hey, Kevin.
Obviously going to Charlotte tomorrow. Michael Jordan getting to pay him a visit, so you got your Jordan hoodie on there for the Mavericks. I'm interested, what is your favorite Michael Jordan story? You were an All-Star back in 97, 98 during his last year in Chicago. Do you have a favorite Michael story that you haven't told or are willing to share with us today?
Yeah. Good question, Kevin. Let's see. Well, the best story, or one of the best stories that I can share, is after being drafted by the Mavs, there was a charity game in Chicago that was played at the last old stadium before they closed it, and it was a Scottie Pippen charity game, and so I thought I was going to be on the team against the Bulls, and it turned out to be Michael Jordan and us against Scottie and the Bulls. And Mike kind of took that personal and went out there and scored 100 points. And we ended up winning the game. But it was just, as a rookie, my first encounter of Michael was being his teammate. And I was excited to have that opportunity to play with the greatest on his team. And it was just eye-opening of how serious he took that game. And I would always remember that, no matter when you play, you always, if you consider yourself one of the best, you always go out there and play with the energy and effort that he did that night, and it was incredible.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
How many assists did you get in that game?
A couple.